Do you put up with a cold house in winter? Are you tired of paying big power bills and living with damp and moisture issues such as mould in your home? It's a very common problem. And for nearly all Kiwis, our home is our biggest investment and yet unhealthy to live in. So what solutions do we have? Well, we have Deborah here from the Eco Energy Centre, the award-winning innovators behind using natural wool insulation, who is going to tell us how to get a healthy, warm and dry home sustainably. And today you're going to find out your options, so stay tuned because there is a fabulous Shopping Channel exclusive offer for you to get free insulation. Hi Deborah.
Hi Alan.
So why do we need to insulate?
Well, insulation prevents heat loss from our homes. So when you consider that 40% is lost through the ceiling, 20% through the walls and 10% through the floor, it's absolutely necessary to insulate to maintain a healthy temperature. The World Health Organization states that houses should have an inside temperature of no lower than 18 degrees Celsius overnight, otherwise they're hazardous to our health.
And why should we choose eco-insulation?
Well, eco-insulation are experts in the field of planet-friendly insulation. We have been researching, developing and manufacturing New Zealand wool-based insulation for over 14 years. We've installed insulation in over 51,000 Kiwi homes around the country, and you'll find an Eco Energy Centre in most major centres. We install our own New Zealand-made wool products with our own experienced teams of installers, so we stand behind the quality of what we offer.
And how much more efficient is wool over other insulation?
Wool's great. It has natural thermal advantages that other man-made fibres, they just can't replicate. Have you ever seen a sheep shiver or sweat?
No.
No, because wool breathes. It's extremely durable. It can get wet, it will dry out and still maintain its integrity. Wool has superior soundproofing abilities. It doesn't transmit sound. It's completely safe, it's renewable, it's made right here in New Zealand.
And what does it look like?
Well, okay, take a look at this. This is a piece of our Eco Fleece. It's our most popular selling wool-based product. It's made from recycled New Zealand wool, which is why it has this grey colour, a bit like an army blanket. It really is like laying a woolly blanket across your house.
So we decide to get insulation. What happens next?
The process is easy. It causes minimum disruption for the benefits you're going to get. Our friendly customer services people will book an appointment with a consultant. He'll come around just to assess your home, what the solution is for you. Insulation will be the first, probably, and the best thing you can do to improve things.
And how long will it take?
The appointment can take as little as 30 minutes if he's just talking about insulation, depending on the size of the property. It can be an hour and a half if you want to talk about heating and ventilation options as well.
And how long does the install process take and what happens?
An install can take as little as 3 to 4 hours, depending on the size of the property access that we have. The team leader, he supervises the process, he makes sure that any affected floors and furniture are protected. He may need to turn the power off just for safety reasons. You can see the team, they roll out the Eco Fleece in the ceiling. Underfloor can be a bit trickier depending on the access, but our guys get into some really tight spaces, you'd be amazed. And then we're gone. With your house looks exactly the same, but it feels so much cosier.
And how much would it cost to insulate an average household with eco-insulation?
Look, just a ceiling, depending on the product, size of the property, you can do it for as little as $1,000.
Wow.
If you want to do your underfloor as well, then yes, same thing again. It's a small price to pay for a warm and healthy home.
And times are tough for a lot of people at the moment. Are there other options for people to pay?
There are great options to make payment easier. The Auckland and Wellington councils, as well as a few others around the country, have got on board with a retrofit rate scheme to cover insulation and even heating. So you can spend $5,000, you can charge it to your rates bill, pay it back over 9 years at 7%. It adds up to about $7 a week.
Wow.
And the debt stays with the property, not with you. The banks have also got it on board. You can add this to your mortgage without incurring any fees, and interest rates are low right now, so it's an easy option. We also have finance available. Just ask us for the details.
Excellent, excellent. So remember, there are 51,000 homes that have been insulated by eco-insulation, so they really know their stuff. Now, there are some parts of the house that you just can't insulate, and that's around any downlight fittings. Now, did you know that with normal downlights, you need to leave a 200mm gap around the light because it's a fire hazard? So think about how many traditional downlights you have in your home right now and how much heat you'll be losing because they are not insulated. But this is not a problem for eco-insulation. So what have you got for us?
Well, Alan, our goal is to create a thermal envelope so that heat can't escape. And the answer is these LED downlight fittings. They look similar to what we're all used to seeing, but they're a very different technology. They don't generate very much heat at all, so we can insulate right up next to them. No more gaps needed, 200mm gap. This gives you a great thermal envelope.
That's great. And what are the other reasons why we should choose LED lights over the energy-saving light bulbs or traditional light bulbs?
Well, apart from the 200mm gap saving, they actually use 20% of the power of a normal light bulb.
Wow.
So think about the power bill. They run cool, so they don't add any extra heat into your house. And in summer, that's a real benefit.
Yeah.
And at Eco, we love planet-friendly products.
Yeah.
These LED lights have no mercury content. Unfortunately, for the normal energy-saving bulbs, they have mercury content. They're a real issue in our landfills. These have no mercury and they're completely recyclable.
And how long will a Eco LED light last you?
These things will last about 13 years on
Wow.
average. So imagine the savings there, and also not having to change all those light bulbs.
Exactly. Now, Eco Installation has installed insulation in over 51,000 New Zealand homes as one of the very original preferred suppliers under the government's Warm Up New Zealand programme. And Eco Installation will not be beaten on price when it comes to New Zealand wool-based insulation. So if you can show them a better comparable quote, they will beat it by 10%. So how will people save when they address their home insulation issues?
You know, I'll add up the costs of ill health, the doctor's visits, prescription costs, days off work, kids missing school. The savings are considerable, and it's not just money. If you heat and ventilate efficiently, you may see a drop in your power bill, but more importantly, you're going to be living in a warm and dry home. And another advantage is insulating, making your house energy efficient. It adds real value to your property when you come to sell it.
It does indeed. Now here today we have worked out a very special offer for the viewers. Call now and get your LED downlight replacement from only $69 per light, supplied and installed. But that's not all. Order right now, and for a limited time only, Eco Installation will fill that 200mm gap with wool insulation absolutely free. No more drafty light fittings. But that's not all. Insulate your home now and you will get a Hitachi heat pump, normally valued at $2,150 for only $1,650 for your master bedroom to heat in winter and cool in summer. You save $500. But wait, there's more. Call now and you can save $750 on a great smart vent offer. So why suffer in the cold? With winter coming, you want to get in early and get your home insulated. So any installation booked before the end of June will be installed within 10 working days. So what are you waiting for?